Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I am here in New York for Google's latest launch event. It's time to check out the brand new Google Pixel 3 XL. I want to give you a first look, do a hands-on, give you my first impressions on this brand new device. A lot more coverage coming soon on not only the Pixel 3 XL, Pixel 3 as well. Be sure to click that subscribe button, so many more videos to come. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Pixel 3 XL, give you my first impressions on the device, and take a look at what's new. Let's get started. Here it is, the Google Pixel 2 XL with the notch and all on the front. Taking a look at the back, similar Pixel style as expected. Now taking a close look at the phone. Down at the bottom, USB Type-C charging and the SIM slot. I have yet to see a SIM slot be at the bottom of the phone like that, so that's a little bit different. On the right side is where you do have your power button, two volume buttons. Up at the top is just a microphone. Notice a little camera bump, just a slight one with that single camera on the back. On the left side of the phone is absolutely nothing. Flipping it over, taking a look at the back signature, reflective top, and then the not reflective bottom as well. I also noticed that the back is a little soft touch. Taking a closer look in with the fingerprint scanner, so it feels a little bit softer. In my opinion, that's just kind of a first impression after touching it. Now moving down to the bottom, just a G, classic Google logo. Flipping it over, they do have front-firing stereo speakers, which does, yes, add a little bit more bezel, and I'm totally okay with that. If they're gonna have front-facing speakers, I'm on board. And then, of course, up at the top, you do have a notch, extending that display in the upper right and upper left-hand corners. Now, next up, the camera. Got some updates. Of course, with that notch on the front, it has dual cameras, and you'll see here you can go plus minus to actually add a lot more to your shot. So it does have that ultra wide feel when you're completely zoomed out. So you can add a lot more people. Of course, there's still portrait mode and a group of different modes in the camera. I will actually go more in depth in the camera in a future video. So of course, be sure to subscribe for all of those. Flipping it over on the back, your standard camera. It does have the plus minus to zoom in. It does have different notches, which I do kind of like, how you can go through those different notches to zoom in. It doesn't give you an amount of zoom, which I kind of wish it did. And of course it is a Pixel, so you have the latest version of Android, Android 9 Pie with their gesture system. Swipe up to get to that app drawer. You can pause and you get to your more recent apps. Of course, you can swipe between that pill on the bottom or tap the pill to go back home. A back button does appear if you can go back. And of course, you can still just press and hold that button down at the bottom, and that will activate your Google Assistant, which does seem to be getting better and better. And yes, I just wanted to give you another close look at the top of that phone, how it shows maybe your signal strength in your upper right location, and in the upper left-hand corner is the time and your notification icons. Jumping into settings and scrolling down, the Pixel 2 XL does have the digital well-being. It is in beta, as you can see, but that is something that Google actually focused on in their keynote, so I wanted to touch on it, where the shh feature, you can flip the shh, which actually activates when you flip your phone upside down on a table. It puts it in a do not disturb mode, which is a kind of neat addition because a lot of people like to just flip it out, flip it on the table, maybe they're having dinner. Going through though, of course, digital well-being just helps you manage your time that you're spending on your phone. Now jumping into display settings and scrolling down, here's just a look at some of the other settings that they do have within it. Now there also is a light and a dark theme option. Jumping into that dark theme doesn't look like it themes the settings app, but it will theme specific things such as those quick settings up towards the top. So it does give you a bit of a darker theme. That option is there. There are also a group of gestures that you might be familiar with on other Pixel devices. You do have the active edge, which you can squeeze the sides. You can actually also squeeze to silence things such as alarms. You can allow when the screen's on or off, change the sensitivity, and then of course when you actually squeeze the phone, it will activate the Google Assistant. So a couple different options to activate the Assistant, whether you want to press and hold the bottom button or just squeeze your phone. And I love this feature. This is just a great feature to have on a phone. And of course, the Pixel 3 XL is fairly large in the hand. However, the swipe down gesture on the fingerprint scanner really helps with that reachability up towards the top. You don't have to reach all the way up to the top to swipe down. You can just use that fingerprint scanner to swipe down in the notification tray. And I mentioned earlier, do not disturb mode. That is completely renovated. There's a lot of different features and things you can actually customize with do not disturb mode, which is pretty exciting. You can change the duration for a specific amount of time until you turn it off. And then actually, when you go ahead and turn on specific rules, so you'll see here, flip the shh. If I go into that, that just goes into that setting. However, there's other ones. So you'll see here, if I go ahead and put it on the Pixel stand, you can customize what actually happens, or maybe if you're driving, those custom actions are available with Do Not Disturb. On the new Pixel devices are some updated wallpapers, specifically Living Universe. Those are actually a lot of fun. Also, these Come Alive wallpapers, which do move very subtly. If we go ahead and check out all these different colors, there's a group to choose from, a lot more that you can actually go through. So if I go into one of the Living Universe ones and select it, I can go ahead and do so, and then you'll see that boat is actually moving up towards the top, just very subtly, but it is a nice, cool little feature in the wallpaper. And as promised, just a side-by-side quick look, first look at the Pixel 2 XL and Pixel 3 XL side-by-side. You'll see very similar body sizes. Flipping it over on the back, similar look on the back. You'll see a bit of a curve with that two-tone difference as opposed to that straight edge. So that seems to be the main difference between the two. Of course, still having the single camera. And then, of course, flipping it over, let's take a look towards the top, which is where the biggest difference is, where they have the dual cameras on the front and, of course, the notch. And then down at the bottom, very similar amount of chin with that front-firing speaker. So overall, I find that the footprint is very similar. The biggest difference, of course, is the addition of the dual cameras and, of course, the extended display in the upper right and upper left-hand corners. So overall, that's it for now. My first look at the brand new Google Pixel 3 XL. Of course, a lot more videos to come on the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, so be sure to click that subscribe button. I really appreciate all your support. Click that thumbs up. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.